Now.
Anubis, do the intro. That's it. Good boy. Very good job.
Translator's note, he said that this is Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path. Now where the fuck is my treat?
It's in my bowl. He's been eating treats for the past 10 hours. Waiting for you to get back into recording, you lazy shit. Oh, my throat, this hurts.
My life was also targeted on that day. The body double blazing Patricia also to see my lips. Had I not been reunited with the young acolyte back then, I would have been in danger.
Reunited? So when did you first meet with him? That would be 18 years ago on the 24th of December. That's a rather long time ago.
A conveniently long time ago.
On that day, our roles were reversed. I saved the young one's life. There was an unusual snowstorm on that day. The temperature was well below freezing. I took Anubis for a walk in the snow. That's when I taught him the trick to do accounting. However, during that,
Oops. Sorry.
Anubis noticed something when it was followed. And ran toward it, I presume he said. I followed after him and found a car. I hotwired that shit and rode the fuck out of there. I had great difficulty opening the door. It had frozen shut. In the back seat, there were two young children shivering from the cold.
Apparently Anubis draws the line at children freezing to death.
Two children? Anubis was pretty hungry. But, I figured it wasn't such a good idea. Children are bad for the diet. Had they remained in the car for an hour longer, they surely would have frozen to death. I brought the two of them to a nearby orphanage. Is there anything out there in the story that concerns me? There is something. It always is. What tells me is...
No, it's the date.
The date. The 24th of December, 18 years ago. Are you sure about that? There is no mistake. I taught Anubis how to be a calendar.
Alex gets a line.
Could that mean? I did.
I know the significance behind that date. What shows the significance of the date when Dogen found the children?
Christmas Eve.
It was almost Christmas Eve,
no,
therefore it wasn't actually Christmas.
It's this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's case-free.
That makes sense. You know, Christmas Eve, bro.
You know... That day, a certain incident occurred. A sculptor was murdered.
Ah!
During that incident, the two young boys went missing. The sons of the victim, Isaac Dover, and the culprit, Dame Gustavia. We never did find out where those two boys went.
No, that's Ray. That's Ray. Shut up.
You shut up. You've skipped my line several times. How dare? That's fine.
That doesn't mean you get to steal Alex's. Alex has committed no crimes here.
Why don't you tell me more about Karen Kerda?
I think you're off your rocker here. We never really did find out where those two boys went after the case 18 years ago.
It was sons of a victim and a culprit. It all makes sense now. What makes sense? One of the youths was bound so that he could not move.
Mr. Delver did it so that Mr. Gustavia's son couldn't come to the contest venue.
Indeed, Gustavio was using his own son as a taste tester. To think that was what had transpired. Neither child seemed to recall what had happened. They lost their memories? The acolyte told me this when we were reunited 12 years ago. The pair were placed in an extreme situation, on the verge of freezing to death. That trauma led to both of them to suffer from amnesia. Neither could so much as remember his own name.
On the snow.
So they didn't even know that they were the sons of Mr. Dover and Mr. Gustavia?
Indeed, while we cannot say it conclusively, the probability is quite high. However, we still don't have enough information to deduce the mastermind's identity. Dogen, would you please continue your story? Very well. Anubis, continue the story. Anubis, continue the story, I said.
Read your fucking lines, Lawrence.
It's fine, Anubis is doing it for me.
For fuck's sake, man.
I continued to have correspondence with the young acolyte even after entering the prison. Recently that has all come to an abrupt halt, however. It left me quite concerned. Furthermore, those involved in the crime 12 years ago were all drawn into the incidents one by one. I grew more and more curious, so I absconded briefly from the prison.
Why don't you just leave whenever you want? That's nice.
He just went, I'm out, and pieced.
Fucking bollocks, we're going for a walk. Those involved 12 years ago were Patricia Rowland, Blaze the Best, and John Cena's body double.
And Miss Rowland was the warden in Mr. Doggin's prison.
I blackmailed the warden. That woman had tried to kill me. Perhaps the good prosecutor had already deduced the reason. You murdered President Huang, however the world would still believe he was alive. If you were able to prove the president was fake, both Patricia Rowland and Blaze the Best would have been in danger. That is correct. I'd heard about proof with my own ears. That is Patricia, I think.
Patricia.
I believe so. It's either Patricia or Blaze. Want to roll the dice?
In time.
I don't really know, so I'll just
Default to Patricia.
we'll, go for it.
Give it
I'll be
6
waiting in the courtyard for the orphanage at midnight on February 9th, 2026. You lose just once.
Oh, this is Amy.
Oh, that's Amy!
Amy.
Fuck it. If he's Amy now, I guess.
I am also Russian, even if it's just once. I wanted John to be able to meet with you. I'm sorry if I'm being selfish, but I'll be waiting.
Now it's actual President Huang.
Oh yeah. Are you ready for this? Our battle will be legendary. My jubies, my apologies, but I'm presently waiting for someone.
I am well aware of that, President Huang. Are you not meeting with your son? However, I do not spill blood needlessly. You may relax. I seek only the President's life.
It can't be.
It's Anubis.
Please wait. I'm just about to meet my son for the first time. I'm sure this will be the first. Master, please. Please wait until we are finished.
I had thought the President would beg for his life, but he is of a different sort. Officially, the President had no son. However, he shook his head and said, this illegitimate son was his, and he intended to recognize him publicly. Furthermore, he claimed that he had already made preparations towards that end. Would that son of his be the boy with the horns over there by any chance?
Boy with the horns. Wait, you can see John's horns?
There is no need to see them from the moment I escaped from prison until now. I've been closely lending an ear to your voices. He said the President made preparations towards recognizing his son. But the word preparations alone would be insufficient for blackmail. That's it!
There was one thing that could prove Huang's words, the will held by the House of Lang. It was also proof of his trust in us. His son's existence would have been revealed to the world.
The name on the recording, the mention of preparations, and the relenting fire. Together they suffice to make the Warden bow to my words. She was even lower on the pecking order than Anubis. With those 3 pieces of evidence, of information, well, I mean, both, I guess, one could prove the identity of the double. By using John. The president blocked the first strike of my knife with something soft. As a piece of it fell atop the snow, I struck it once more. This time, the blow proved fatal. So Dogen cut off the Muzilla's doll's horn.
Damn, fucking Huang's just out here. He parried a knife with a freaking stuffed toy.
I knew it. Usually I have ANUBIS doing the killing, but I have to show that I can do it every once in a while. It was a very embarrassing day.
I told you, a battle would have been legendary.
Nah, it's fine. Huang had an appointment in hell so he could throw hands with Satan.
This
Look,
finger.
if he didn't, this thing is going right up Satan's ass. None but I heard his final words. Only myself and that child knew of the president's secret son.
Rebuttal.
Alright. I believe...
Well,
So,
in other words, you contacted him from prison. That is correct. A post office box was used.
The post office box?
It would allow one to send and receive letters without revealing the recipient's location. I could not use a form of correspondence that would reveal the acolyte's location. There was someone keeping watch over my correspondences after all. He must be the prison warden, Patricia Rowland.
Ah, that's me.
Could you be more specific about the nature of your correspondences? Well, they were mainly moves for my correspondence chess matches.
Correspondence chess? If I recall,
Here we go again.
the person you were playing against...
This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was...
Ah, are you saying he was playing against Mr. Knightley? Wasn't it Horace Knightley?
He certainly found the correspondence chess memo in 97.
chess memo.
Hmm.
Does that mean Knightley Boy was the kid from the IS-7 incident?
Or does that really be true? Is there any evidence that connects Knightley to the IS-7? Yes, there is.
Oops.
Pierre Hoquet's ring, I think. It should be the ring. I think we still have that in inventory, right?
Don't we have...
it's... Let me find it.
Oh, yeah,
There's
there is.
Memento, here we go.
mementos? Yeah.
Memento Mori.
He had,
There's a small Knightley left behind.
he had Pierre Hoquet's ring, I believe.
Yes. Could there be a clue hidden within? Which should I investigate? The ring or the chessboard?
The ring. The chessboard has nothing
One
to do with
ring
it.
to rule them all.
This
The
ring
one
is...
ring.
Mr. Edgeworth! Was it? What is it?
Mr. Shields, please take a look at this ring.
This pattern is... It's Pierre Hoquet's.
Pierre Ho. I thought so. He had Mr. Dover's seal turned into a ring. However, why would he have this? Shouldn't it have been held by the police as evidence from the IS-7 incident?
After the incident, the seal was returned to the victim's next of kin. And Mr. Dover's only family was his son. But since no one knew where the son had gone to, it took a while to get it to him. I heard that the police had finally found him and delivered his inheritance, but...
So the seal does thereby Tracy transfer to his son. And then he turned the seal into a ring and wore it on his person.
So Knightley is Dover's son.
Yep.
So, Mr. Knightley was Mr. Dover's son.
The police aren't fools. I'm sure they did a thorough check before handing over the seal.
If someone involved in the IS-7 incident was his chess opponent...
Knightley, huh? Then that man must be the mastermind behind this case.
Bruh.
But Knightley is dead. He can't be involved in this incident.
How about that? The only one who could be the mastermind was himself a murder victim.
But a dead guy can't be the culprit, so there's no way that's right.
Certainly is strange. In that case, who's the culprit?
Now, this is really stupid, right? In this game, just generally. After doing that, this gets added without any sort of indication that it has been added.
Right, let's interrupt me. We're not going to draw the pastime.
This only gets added after you present the ring after pressing the first statement, and it doesn't tell you that this gets added. So you have to comb through the thing and go, hang on a minute, what the fuck?
Did you know that dogs can write in
Oh wait,
Braille?
shit. I did not mean to press that. Oh, fuck it, we can
Excuse me,
press
did you write your lessons in Braille? Indeed, for I possess the tools necessary to write in Braille.
Wow, so you need to use tools to write in Braille? I never knew.
Then would you please tell us what you wrote? Everything. Letters, of course. And also the movements of chess pieces. You wrote the movements of chess piece by hand. That statement is intriguing.
And then how does your handmade dog piece move?
Hey, that question can wait. No, I want to know how it moves.
I also want to know how it moves. What the fuck?
I 3 want to know how it moves.
I do also want to know how it moves.
Hey, that question can wait. So then, what did you do when the letters stopped coming and they don't stop coming? Within the prison, I grew increasingly concerned about the Acolyte's whackabouts. Yeah, whackabouts my favorite.
Okay. But even so, I don't really get it. Who exactly is this acolyte?
Indeed, Dogen himself has not made this yet clear. What's more is the thread connecting Dogen and his Acolyte, their correspondence. And not just the letter, we should pay attention to the means that was used as well.
Right. So, the problem here is that he said he wrote the letters in Braille.
But
Bruh,
on the word.
where is the Braille?
Where's the Braille, Lebowski?
Eat your Braille, Apollo.
I said that you wrote letters in Braille. Correct. The good prosecutor must know that I am lacking in sight, do you not?
I might be a slight case of blind, mate. Kinda need to.
The correspondence chess that we had found had been typed out using a word processor. What then? That can't be. What do you mean?
So, someone went out of their way to retype the letters on a computer?
Could another person have acted as a middleman between Dogen and Knightley?
What do you mean?
Dogen wrote his letters in Braille, however. By the time it reached Knightley, it had been written on a word processor. You must assume that some middleman rewrote those letters.
And the
person
reverse
who
can also be.
said,
Oh,
Oh
Okay.
shit, I didn't see right, sorry.
Edgeworth, please. I
It's
haven't
hard to see-
spoken
it's
in a
really
while.
It's really hard when you're in a flow, and the game doesn't, the game changes that blue box. It's like the
Lawrence ain't
tiniest-
looking at the blue box, he's looking at the black box.
Yeah,
Edgeworth, this game has made me all about hugging kids. I need something else to boost my credibility.
Jesus, man.
Anyway, that same somebody might have taken the letters Knightley wrote and redelivered them to Dogen.
yes, that is indeed true.
Hey, thanks, man.
Get out. Knightley and Dogen both communicated through a certain individual. Dogen, were the letters that reached you? They were in Braille, of course.
So Knightley boy's letters must have been transposed by that same person as well.
Oh, then that somebody must be the mastermind behind the case.
Not so fast! You're saying there's someone else who's the mastermind behind this case? Then who the hell is it?
Dover's son, Knightley, is already deceased. In that case, there is one more youth that we should consider to be the mastermind.
You mean Dame Gustavia's son? But who the heck is he?
If Knightley is Dover's son, then Gustavia's son must be...
Think this is me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're the only friends either of us has had since childhood. He was the same as me. Like, we never had real families.
It can't be, could it? Could it really be him?
Mr. Edgeworth, What is it? You've gone all pale.
I figured it out. The identity of the mastermind who's been controlling this case in the shadows.
What? Who in the world is it?
I don't want to believe myself, but it is someone we know quite well. The mastermind is Simon Keys.
I'm
The
not
mastermind
quite.
behind this case.
I'm not quite sure how we get to this piece of logic, but apparently it is him.
I think the logic is the only person who would have seen the letter would have been him because they were close friends, so they would have shared everything with each other.
Yeah, it's just that there's not so much. We know that the only close friend that Knightley had was Simon Keys.
Yeah. Similar to Jill Craig, which deceived Blaze. Furthermore, he kidnapped John and eavesdropped on us. However, of all his actions, the one I have not been able to get out of my mind is how he brought an unconscious Kay to the roof. The giant monster.
Huh? Did you just say something?
That's right, the key to exposing the mastermind is in the monster's true form.
I almost forgot. If you'd like, please come to our next show, bro. I'll also be performing in it.
The
Oh
Big Berry
shit,
Circus is always fabulous and fun for all ages.
it's Billy Bob Johns!
It's Billy Bob Johns.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Wait, there is something I would like to ask of you.
What do you mean, me?
You said you recorded the sound of Moozilla spewing flames. Would this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on that tape recorder?
Let me record it for you. You're good at figuring things out, ain't you? It's the sound of music spewing out fire. This place even became sea flames, I tell you. That's right. I ain't actually seen it with my own eyes, though.
Could you let us listen to the tape?
Sure thing. Here we go.
It sounds as I thought. So it seems that my reasoning was correct. The true nature of the monster and the mastermind. All our modalities coming together.
Oh shit.
Miss Hart, you said you captured a giant eye on film, did you not?
Sure did. Right here in this photo.
Then we cannot confirm it like this. Detective Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
lend us your film analysis device.
No. Okay, but what do you want to analyze, sir?
Did you define me for a second there, Gumshoe?
Yes.
You're fired. And you're hired again. This photo, please.
You're not even a prosecutor. You can't fire him.
I'm doing what I fucking want.
I'm on it, sir.
You're out of work. You're an Uber Eats driver.
You're out of work.
Got him.
We're out of order.
All right. Now this is cool. If I
Zoom.
page down. Oh, sorry. End.
It's-
Zoom. Eyeball.
Zoom and enhance.
At least you didn't zoom in on the chest down there.
You would have downloaded.
This is.
See, ain't the Moozilla's eye right where I said it would be?
I see. I have finally grasped the true form of the giant monster that was being controlled by the mastermind.
GG.
GGG.
Giant monster. Are you admitting? You are, ain't you? You're admitting that Mighty Moozilla is real.
No, fuck off. This is not Moozilla. This is the eye of a different monster. Please have a look at this.
It's a flyer for the Berry Big Circus. This is...
Precisely. There's a rather large balloon with the head of a lion pictured here. This balloon is the true identity of the giant monster.
Wanting to find the truth is now playing again.
In addition, the sound Miss Swift recorded, which he believes to be Moozilla spewing flames. I mean, spewing out gibberish.
Nope, Mr. Prosecutor, tell me. You're gonna say something that'll shatter my dreams from a scoop.
I'm about to
Air
end this
balloons
lady's whole
fly by
career.
using burners to heat the air, right, sir?
Precisely, detective. The mastermind used this monster of his to bring Kay to the rooftop of the Grand Tower without using the elevator.
Wouldn't that mean that the mastermind is someone connected to the circus?
No.
He's a member of the circus, Knightley's friend, and Dane Gustavia's son. Who'd have thunk it?
And the Prince's beast tamer. He's no amateur.
Like, dude, it was me all along.
The monkey made me do it.
The monkey. But the beast he has tamed is none other than this entire case. Simon Kesey is the mastermind behind this own incident.
Mr. Keys was really behind it all? No way. I don't believe it. I mean, we trusted him. How could it have all been a lie? That's just heartbreaking.
How many fucking times have you guys trusted someone and he's like, nah, I'm actually a fucking murderer?
Not that often, to be fair. Kay.
And it's also rare that a victim later becomes a murderer in a later case. Oh, sorry, a defendant later becomes a murderer in a later case.
Your
What do you-
face. Hey, you stop. Where you think you're going?
The boy in horns is rather perceptive.
I can't believe he caught Doggin in the middle of leaving.
The good prosecutor has done a remarkable job. Now that I've heard that, I have no further business here. What? Wait, Durgan! Oh shit!
Good
Oh,
Oh shit! Anubis is going in!
Anubis! Anubis!
He got him.
Damn it, where'd he vanish to? Where the fuck did Anubis go?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay?
How am I?
Okay.
How am I alive? I just got bitten by Anubis. Hey, what do you think is going on?
I don't think it was Anubis. I think it might have been an actor image.
He's fucking cunning. I'll give him that.
That guy.
John.
The Duggan guy. He's the one who killed my dad, right?
There's no question more difficult to answer. However,
I'm sure there are a few. Like, what is the meaning of life?
and that's 42. Don't worry about that. There's no use in
true.
trying to. Yes, John, you are correct.
He'll pay for this. Yes, sir, he's gonna pay. Pay like this milk cart. I'll make him pay myself.
Overruled! John, you mustn't finish that thought. Prosecutor Edgeworth, please pay us no mind.
You're not my real mom, Rob.
Sir, put out an APB on Dogan. All available police units will be searching for him.
You heard the man, kid. I don't mean to be heartless, but we need to hurry too. So, Mr. Prosecutor, where's the mastermind right now?
Agent Lang is
Your
right. Our
fucking
top
idea.
priority right now should be catching the mastermind. He said he would be practicing. He is most likely at the very big circus tent, the BBCT. Oh, he's at the BBC.
I can't believe he's at the BBC.
But first, Agent Lang, I have a request.
Like, hello.
A request? What is it?
Now that we've identified the giant monster, our next order of business is to capture it. To have we arrive at the tent, I need to locate that specific item post-haste. And second, I ask that you perform a follow-up investigation on the kidnapping incident.
Right, sir.
That is Ross, sir.
Yeah, I heard
Rock,
rock, sir.
Ross,
Right,
sir.
sir. Right, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, I want to help out too.
In that case, you'll be in charge of calling for backup. If he truly is the mastermind, we may require assistance from a certain someone.
Who?
I met him so many times, yet his facade always fooled me into sympathy.
Yo, hold up, Edgeworth. No, it's not that. It's not that serious.
He may have gotten the better of me in the past, but this time I'll settle it once and for all.
Phoenix, right?
Oh wait, he's talking about the mastermind. He's not talking about who I think he's talking about.
No, she's saying something about he's talking about the mastermind. The backup, I don't remember who the backup is. I gotta be honest. I think I know who it is, but I don't remember for sure. All right, next time.
And we move on.
Yeah. Next time on Miles Edgeworth, we're studying investigations. Prosecutor's Path.
We'll be
See you in
back.
a second.
See you later.